Hello world! Welcome back to another angstromCTF 2022 write-up video. In this video, we'll be covering the web challenge crumbs. Let's get into it. Follow the crumbs. And they give us an index.js source file here. So I already have that opened up over here, and we'll go ahead and open up the URL as well. It just says go to that, okay? And what does it say over here? It looks like it's generating a random number right here, and then it's making that the directory. Yeah, it appears to be the case. So if we're gonna go to this, we copy this, and we get another one. Okay, so yeah, and it looks like it does that 1,000 times. So once you get to the end of the paths, theoretically, we should get the flag. Okay, so let's back it up. Let's maximize this. Now that we know what we need to do, and you can play around with the source code JavaScript if you really want to know the ins and outs of everything it does. But I already have a Grease Monkey script available for us to use. Okay, so let's pull this sucker in here. I'll bring this over here. So what Grease Monkey is it's a plugin for Firefox, or extension, that allows you to kind of run JavaScript within the current site just by default. Now you could also use JavaScript Scratchpad as well, but the beauty behind Grease Monkey is it'll just automatically run it when the site loads. And that's what we're doing here, okay? In fact, let me pull this back over here so we can actually see. Oh. Okay, so let's kind of break down my code here. It's a one-liner. Everybody loves one-liners. So if you try to view the source of the URL over here, you're not going to see anything. So you need to right-click and inspect in order to see the actual source code, okay? Now we have here pre-tags, and that's kind of what I'm checking for here in the JavaScript, right? So document.location will change your location, you know, as in your URL to whatever you set it to after the equal sign. So basically what this is saying is, hey, change to the same website, but append this directory to the /, designating the end of the domain for the website. Now, here we're getting elements by tag name, and the reason I have to reference 0 is because if you just use this by default, it's just going to get all the objects, essentially. If there's more than one pre-tag in here, it'll get all of them. So I have to reference the first one. There's only one, so it will be at position 0, of course. And then you have to say .enter HTML, which actually gets the value that's in here, right? This value right here. Then we say .split by space, because of course I only want the directory here. And then we reference, of course, when it gets split by space, it turns it into a list or an array, and it's gonna have go to and the randomly generated directory value. It's gonna have all those as separate values or separate elements in that array. So that array would be 3 elements. And so to reference the final element in the array, which is this one right here, it goes 0, go, 1, 2, and then 2, the randomly generated directory folder. So that's all there is to it. Very simple. I know it looks a little long, but when you break it down, it's not very complicated, okay? Anyways, we're going to close out of that debugger, and all we're gonna do now is literally enable the script. Well, enable Grease Monkey. By default, the script will be enabled because I already have it checked here. And then all we're gonna do is refresh. And what you'll notice is we're going through each directory. Now this will take a minute because there are 1,000, but I'll skip to the part where it's actually finished going through all the directories, okay? I'll see you in a little bit. All right, it looks like it's done. It says broke the trail of crumbs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disable Grease Monkey. Now you may be thinking, wait, where's the flag? Well, keep in mind, we didn't break after 1,000. We just kept letting it run, and now it's gotten to a point where it doesn't have any more values it can pull from the source code and put it up in the URL, see? It got whatever trail is. So it's literally breaking up this sentence and then appending trail to the URL. But fear not, because all you have to do is back up a little bit, because it did eventually get to the flag, right? It just kept going because it would have put whatever this is inside the URL as well and tried to go to that. You just have to back up a little bit and you'll get the flag like you see here. So we'll grab that, submit it, and there we go. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box down below. And leave any feedback or questions in the comments section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.